Hello, my name is Shayla Ashley. Today we will be talking about fulfillment. So, this will be a reading about fulfillment. I'm not sure how this is going to go, but I've been wanting to talk about this topic for a while. So, we are going to see how this goes. Today we'll be using our Aspire Oracle deck. I've already prepared beforehand. So let's just get into the reading today. Dear Spirit, what does collective need to know about fulfillment? What is the message that you have for us about fulfillment today, collective? I hope that you all are having a beautiful, wonderful day. I am. I just tried a new smoothie recipe with dates. It was really good. I should have blended the dates more, but it was still tasty. So what do we have today on fulfillment? Let's just take one off the top. We have sound healing. Sound healing. I see a record player. I see some drums. I see a bell. Sound healing. That speaks to me of sound healing. I don't know, like that just sounds like implementing music into your daily routine, implementing sound, period, into your daily routine. When it comes to fulfillment, maybe speaking up desires, true desires, not really being afraid to use that throat chakra to express what it is that you truly feel, how you feel, and what that may show up like in your day-to-day life. Not being so afraid to express all that it is that you feel, being really real with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Being super duper crazy real with yourself. Just being like, what do I need today? You know what? I'm a little bit touch starved. I think I need a hug. Now, are you able to get that hug? That is to be determined by your circumstances. But just being like, I need a hug, right? I need a hug. I need somebody to talk to. I need somebody who will listen to me. I think we underestimate the ability and the power of sound. Sound is it's so multifaceted, and we use it every day. Making beats, walking, breathing, that's all rhythm, that's all sound, right? So really focusing on our day-to-day, maybe listening to the birds chirp. Maybe that's what you need today. Maybe that's the type of fulfillment that you need today. Listening to, the trees sway, opening up a window, listening to cars pass by. Who knows? Just being present. I think it's very important when it comes to fulfillment. That's definitely something that I always struggle with. Just making sure that I'm being present. And I'm not on any type of social media at this moment other than YouTube, but I don't really consider this social media because you can kind of like pick and choose your algorithm. So maybe that's also very important for you when it comes to fulfillment. It's just picking and choosing your algorithm. Maybe getting off your phone. Maybe not being so overwhelmed by so many noises and sounds and distractions. And just being like, I kind of feel like shit today. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of feel like shit today. And just being real with that. And not trying to cover it up with more noise, right? So let's see what we have for sound healing. Krishna with flute, tabla drum, woodpecker, gold bell, gong, tree frog, cymbals, coin bag, bamboo flute, a lute, a turtle shell, a djembe, an African drum, shamisen, a shin, and Chinese zither. Listen more, practice, reflect, relax, nervous system, memory, emotion, deep healing, sound detox. Sound detox. Get off that daggone phone. Get off the phone. What am I, 27? I don't even care. Get off that daggone phone. It's you and these kids and these daggone phones. We often forget that what we consume often becomes part of us. What'd I just say? Whether it's scrolling on social media, enjoying a healthy meal, or overhearing our neighbors gossip, the same is true with music and sound. It can heal and nourish our spirits, or it can jolt us into fight or flight mode. Music can also transport us through time, taking us back to a cherished moment or recalling a heartbreak from years ago. Sound is a powerful way to tap into deeper, unhealed emotions. It might irritate us or lull us to sleep. Right now, you may benefit from sound healing, listening to your favorite record, practice your instrument, seek out local live music, or try a sound bath at a yoga studio. Even walking in a forest and listening to birds can profoundly affect your well-being. Pay attention to the sounds around you and consider whether they help or harm. I just said that. I just said that. What I really wanted to emphasize with this sound healing, they said music can also transport us through time, taking us back to a cherished moment or recalling a heartbreak from years ago. I have this playlist on my phone called My Favorite Saturday. My Favorite Saturday has all music from... sorry. My Favorite Saturday has all music from when I was a child. My mom, she was really big into R&B. So I grew up listening to a lot of B-Day. I grew up listening to a lot of Keisha Cole. I grew up listening to Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, Kareem Bailey Ray. Oh, I love Kareem Bailey Ray. And in these moments where I've created this playlist, I deliberately picked music that my mom would play on Saturday mornings, where we would wake up. You know, there was a routine there, right? We would wake up, she would cook breakfast while she was playing this music. My sister and I, we would be playing in the playroom, playing with our toys and dolls, and it was right beside the kitchen, so the music was like all throughout the house. And it was just a lovely experience. And whenever I feel the desire to want to just feel that nostalgia, just want to remember, just remind myself how present, life can be, I always just click on that playlist and I just listen to it whenever I'm in a good mood, and whenever maybe it's a Saturday. I don't play it all the time, but whenever I'm in a good mood or whenever I'm feeling nostalgic, I just always play that playlist. I'm just like you. I'ma take my time and get to know me. I'm just like you. I'm trying to be happy. I'm just like you. I'm gonna be the one who you can depend on. Girl. And this doesn't have to be specific Saturday. This doesn't have to be specific day of the week. This doesn't have to be just, music that you only listen to in your childhood. This literally is just about finding that point in your life where you just remember, and you just remember how you felt, and just remembering that you can always get back to that place and not have to feel like it's so far away from you. You won't be able to get all of the, good feelings that you got. Maybe there's some people in your life that you may have lost since then. I know for me, that's the case. But it's not necessarily about me trying to completely remember the past. It's just me remembering that one particular day was so impactful for me that I'm just every time I listen to that playlist, it always reminds me of how impactful just one day can be if you give yourself the chance to be present, right? And I think that's very beautiful. So let's get into a story. What is a story? A story about sound healing. Story about the present. A story about the collective. Story for the collective that they need to hear. What's a story for the collective that they need to hear in terms of coming back to the present, in terms of fulfillment? So what's a story that they need to hear? Is there a story that they need to hear? We have the Queen of Wands. I'm using my Clay Arcana Tarot deck. We have the Queen of Wands. So when it comes to fulfillment, there is an aspect. We have the Hermit. Okay. Cute. When it comes to fulfillment, there is an aspect of grace in the actions that we need to be particular about. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. What I'm hearing is more so in terms of knowing that all that I am, all that I'm capable of, all that I have for me, to do for me, is already within my reach. It's not something that I have to go out and seek, right? The Queen in the tarot, period, represents a sort of ease. It represents, okay, we got the Queen of Pentacles. We got two more, but I'm going to put those back. But it represents a sort of ease, right? That allows for us to be in the moment in ways that the other arcana don't really emphasize. And so I think it's beautiful that we have the Queen of Wands and we have the Queen of Pentacles. With the Queen of Wands in this beginning stage, it tells me that there is a desire to call forth something and to see it through. So for whoever I'm reading for today, for the collective I'm reading for today, there is a desire to kind of seek that fulfillment, and it seems as if this is something that you already are trying to implement for yourself. With the Hermit card in the middle energy, there is a emphasis on introspection. I think with the transits going on right now, I think Pluto is taking a really big step forward in the forefront of the collective energy that's going on right now. And it's causing you to, like, I think Pluto's in like retrograde or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. And it's causing us to, you know, delve deeper into our psyche about what it is that we're doing and the choices that we're making, and how those choices affect our day-to-day lives. How those choices affect our push and pull when it comes to what we believe to be true about ourselves and what others believe to be true about us, and how we're showcasing that belief system. So with the Hermit, it's really calling for us to be like, hey, what am I doing here? Am I in the right spot? Am I in the right place? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? And it seems as if this particular energy is going to, you know, be beneficial for you. Because right after, honey, we got the Wheel of Fortune. We have freedom and expression. We have freedom in choice. And we have freedom of self. We have all of the arcana with us. We have got that good energy, okay? We got that good energy. We have that I am fulfilled, I am whole within all of myself. And this is in the climax position. I am whole within myself. That is the wheel of fortune. And with that wheel of fortune, with that transformation, it brings about more abundance. Not necessarily something because of what you were lacking, but because of how you have committed to yourself. I think the Queen of Wands, even though it is a queen, is a card that is of commitment. Commitment to cause, commitment to self, commitment to practice, commitment to, being. And so with this commitment to being, there is no lack of inner. And so with the abundance that comes in the transformation position, it makes it so you are just getting what's already due. You getting what's already owed, right? I think that's very beautiful. And this could be for job, relationship, wanting to, seek out and build community, wanting to get your own car, your own house. It doesn't really matter, whatever applies to you. I do think that this personally is talking about relationship and community in particular. I think for whoever I'm speaking to, they have been in a situation, not unlike myself, where they have pretty much kind of hold themselves, who have been in this hermit mode, who have just hold themselves in a place where they are seeking inner fulfillment, not trying to fight so hard with what they believe to be true about themselves, and not trying to fight whatever other belief systems or whatever other status quo that somebody else might have. We got justice in reverse. So yeah, like not believing whatever someone else has in mind for us to be true about our own situation. Not believing that the lot in life that people have appointed for us is what is necessarily going to be our reality as, they see fit. That's not their judgment to make. And we got the Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's not their judgment to make, and it's not our burden to bear. And I believe that for whoever it is that I'm speaking to, that journey of fulfillment comes from that commitment to self, that commitment to being like, girl, what am I doing here? What am I really doing here, right? What am I real spiel doing here? How am I operating in this situation? How am I operating in this relationship? Am I believing that this is all that I have? And if I'm believing that this is all that I have, what is telling me that this is all that I have, right? What is telling me that this is it? Am I on the internet too much? Maybe. Am I in my room too much? Am I in my head too much? Maybe. What I have been doing, I've been going on walks. That's something that I have definitely taken for granted. I live in a very beautiful neighborhood, very beautiful houses, very beautiful trees. I live by a forest. And the last time I had really taken a walk was, I think, like 2022. So it had been a while. And I would find myself getting into situations where I'm spiraling. I'm just like, girl, everybody hate me, I'm gonna die. Fuck it. But that really wasn't truly the case. That wasn't the case at all. I just needed to go touch some grass. And maybe this whole message is telling you, girl, go touch some grass. You've done a lot of inner work in terms of, you know, what you're capable of and what other people think you're capable of. You've done a lot of good work in trying to, you know, rewrite and reroute that neural pathway that is leading you to believe whatever it is that you had believed in the past. And it's telling you, girl, just go touch some grass. Go touch some grass. Go breathe. Focus on your heartbeat. Sound healing, right? Focus on your heartbeat. Listen to some good music. Listen to whatever your favorite day of the week is. Make a playlist out of it. And remember. So that's what this message is about fulfillment. I hope that it was clear. I hope that I clarified. And I hope that I spoke to you today. If you stuck around for this long, I appreciate you for sticking around. If you would like to receive a personal reading from me, my email will be down in the description box below. I will put the services that I provide. You email me which service you want. I will send you my pricings and we can move from there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. And I will talk to you later.